because the digital only.
Thank you for joining us today and for being part of this amazing journey. It's your passion as fans of gaming that drives us to deliver a true new generation of experiences on PS5. From everyone at PlayStation, we appreciate your continued support.
Oh, myself.
We look forward to you getting your hands on PS5 very soon.
I was hoping it was Kingdom Hearts 4.
Let me leave you.
It's not. It's a game that I would be very, very excited for. Okay, so I wanted to start with Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy playing in the back.
Since that was the first one that they showed. And the moment I saw it, that's when I was having the audio issues. Like, when you guys were trying to guess what it was, I was over there freaking out because I recognized it immediately. I was like, it's Final Fantasy!
I mean, you recognize the art style immediately, I will say that. But as soon as he said Shiva's,
like, because I was trying to figure out, was this, like, at first I thought, is this another Final Fantasy 14 expansion?
Which I'm
But then I was like, no, these graphics look too good. but let's see.
To speak on that Final Fantasy 16, when I saw that, I also thought that was part of 14 because graphically it does look similar. And I was like, where are they going story-wise? Because they mentioned the crystals again. So I wonder if this is like another kind of similar following to Final Fantasy. I think it was there was one on the Wii that was about crystals or something like that. From a while
Crystal Age or something?
Yeah, something like that. And I was wondering if that was what it was kind of following, and they had a little kid there too. I thought graphically it was going to be a lot better, kind of like similar to what they did with 15. I feel like they could have done it this time with 16 and done it a little better.
You don't think it looks about as better or the same?
No, it definitely looks better than 15. Like, it's a lot smoother. The textures are a lot nicer. But I thought they would like push it more.
To be more realistic, like with I guess you could kind of say.
Like, it's like 15.
With the huge demo that was basically impossible to run on the old systems.
Yeah, like 15 looked great, and like Will was saying with that beginning stuff, because they were running it on its max settings.
Yeah.
But like this looks almost like at Final Fantasy 15 Royal level, not the launch version we got.
I'm still upset about that.
Because here's the thing.
Oh god.
Final Fantasy 15, I knew we were in trouble when I saw the Leviathan fight.
Leviathan.
Like when they had showcased that boss fight, and like apparently water was supposed to be coming up from everywhere, and buildings were being destroyed, and I saw a building get destroyed, and I was like, that doesn't look finished. But that was a few months out, and I, was like, okay, they'll fix it up. They'll iron out that kink, and they didn't at all. It still looked like a like almost pre-alpha. Like everything else looked good, but like I said, just go back and look at the Leviathan fight where buildings are supposed to be destroyed. You'll see what I mean with like the debris. It did not look finished. This, on the other hand, looks like it should. But once again, I'll have to wait for. But then again, they did show gameplay, so it looks better. I don't see the same worrying features I saw in 15. Already has a stronger showing than Final Fantasy 15 did when it dropped its trailer.
I mean, straight off the bat, this is gonna be a cop. I'm copping this shit. I know I am. It's Final Fantasy.
I want to see more first before I say I get it.
Well, we already know you're not. Just come on.
Because I find it funny.
Seen it all.
You're 7. You're not 7.
Oh, but that's because I knew what 7 was gonna be.
Exactly.
Like I waited, so I played the demo. I was like, okay, I can hang with this. So I
Yeah.
bought it.
And as soon as the demo comes out for this, you're gonna buy it. Or you're gonna get it.
Because see, it's the same thing with I think it was Type 0, and I was like, yeah, I was okay, but it wasn't something that I can see myself buying and playing through.
Type 0 wasn't one of the main story ones. For me, that's why I was just like, I'm not gonna buy it. I know it was like there was also some sort of attachment to it. I think it was like you get a special preview or beta or access or something or demo to something. But I just Type 0 is just not gonna be within my repertoire.
But this one, I'm like, I want to see more first because I am still waiting for Tales of Arise when that decides it's gonna come out.
But hold on, we are missing one opinion. Yana, do you have any opinions?
I do not have any opinions about Final Fantasy. Not until more information comes out.
Okay.
Well, me as a Final Fantasy fan, okay, let me take that back. Me I like how it looks so far. I will say right now it is on my list of possibilities of the games I'm gonna get. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm gonna buy it straight out flat right, but as soon as it comes out, but it's on my list of games that I could possibly get.
The next game, which is Miles Morales, which I'm pretty sure that's one everyone is in agreement of being hyped for. I'm already throwing my hat out in the ring because of the color scheme of the bad guys and say that we're going to fight the Prowler.
Yeah, you might be right.
Might be.
I mean,
I mean,
if they're throwing Cam and they're gonna put him there for like say 15-10 hours, no, that's fine. But
Do we know how long this game's gonna be?
no, we don't. They just said similar to what was it, Uncharted?
Yeah.
That side piece, and that was like 10 hours or something like that.
Okay.
yeah, so it's like decent enough.
Many hours.
Yeah, it's decent enough where, you know, they can justify charging money for it, but, you know, not long enough to charge a whole 60 for.
No, you mean 70, because that's what the game is going to be now.
Please don't say that.
First off, only
Can we just
Activision
have
and
hope?
EA are doing that.
I'm gonna wait to see first. They're calling.
Oh, I think later on they'll definitely become 70, but
I refuse. I can't
Because we already know three companies have already said their games are going to be $60 for the for next
70.
gen. 60.
Okay.
So like for example, CD Projekt Red, they've already said that's $60 for PS5 and Series X.
Let's be
comes out this year, so I wouldn't expect them to switch it.
let's be honest, guys. Let's go ahead and keep to the retail prices of $59.99.
That's fine. Yeah, Spider-Man's gonna be nice. Aesthetically, it looks really nice. I like the building, or not the building, the
Electricity.
the bridge. Yeah, the electricity and the bridge blowing apart when you threw the person over.
Oh yeah. Like they've shown that they are really good at set pieces.
Yeah.
Like they can pretty much. I would need to see them do it in other games, but they're almost at the level of making, you know, as good set pieces as Naughty Dog. Because if you see some of the Uncharted set pieces, those are amazing. But I would say that definitely I agree with you there. Like the bridge, that entire bridge sequence of him jumping around and trying to get the bridge back together, and saving the person was all just good and seamless.
I mean, but how does this really set it apart from the original Spider-Man game? Like, you know, in terms of the gameplay we've seen so far, other than Miles having different powers.
That's the biggest difference.
The only thing that I really see is that Miles seems to move faster. He also can turn invisible.
Yeah.
and it looks like he has more, I don't know what to call it, particle effects, I guess.
Because of the light.
Next gen.
Yeah, than Peter had, and also his hairline's better in this game.
Oh,
but
wow, okay.
the only real difference that I see, besides like graphics wise, it just looks cleaner and a little bit more fluid. But I think the gameplay is going to be the same.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be much. I don't think it's going to be a lot different than the original Spider-Man game, but who knows?
You know, like with the way Spider-Man and practically any superhero game at this point, like the way those are all set up, you're not so much going to them for difference of a gameplay loop more so than for the story. However, I will juxtapose that to Avengers, which, yes, I like the story, but oh my god, like the gameplay loop is just like hanging your head against the wall.
What? Why?
Like, because, okay, so take Spider-Man. You're pretty much doing the same thing. Like, after you've played the game for about, like, say, an hour or two, you've pretty much played every variation of different things you can do in Spider-Man. But, because of how the gameplay is structured, like, each encounter does have its own, like, fresh feeling, as well as you don't feel that monotony of, I mean, yeah, I just beat up this room full of guys, and I'm about to beat up another room full of guys, but because of how it's all set up and what you can do, like, you can take them down differently. Like, it's able to keep a manner of freshness to it. Avengers doesn't have that. It's, as long as you know the combo to do whichever character you have, you'll just do that same combo and occasionally block when you're supposed to. There's no special interactions with the environment or things like that. I mean, yes, you have super abilities, but like you'll use that like when you're getting swarmed. Like, Avengers starts to feel stale after a while, whereas it all comes down to presentation. Presentation of Spider-Man made the gameplay not feel as boring, I think.
The good thing is that is one of the launch titles.
Yes.
Spider-Man?
Yep, day one.
Not
Yeah.
good, but I think overall, like, I'm excited for Miles Morales. I feel like it's the only really. Well, prior to the showcase today, it was really the only game that was kind of leading me towards getting a PS5. You know, I don't think I can justify paying if it is going to be $70. I don't think I can justify paying that for a game that's similar to the Spider-Man we play now, because if you look now, Spider-Man is literally just like $10, not $10, $20. So I might as well wait for it. At the same time, content, man.
Well, Spider-Man probably won't be $70.
Yeah, probably.
I hope
It's 50.
I was about to say it should be around $50 because
so.
it's not.
$49.99 retail
I think it's
price.
gonna be 50.
Miles Morales is 50. The Ultimate Edition is 70.
When you say 50, do you mean $59.99 or $49.99?
I'm saying 49.99, so 50. Ugh.
It'll be fine. Like, I think it's going to be good in the same way that Spider-Man was good. Do I think they're going to do anything too different? No, but they'll probably have something exciting, in quotation marks, in it when you play it. So, like, they'll probably be surprised if Peter dies.
Like I said,
You're gonna die in this one.
Huh?
Stop these lies.
He could die.
Like I said,
They said that they weren't gonna do that because it was too soon.
yeah, but I say they're not gonna do it yet, but he's gonna die.
He's going to die.
it's gonna be
But-
at the ending scene, like they did
I
with
mean-
regular Spider-Man.
Oh no, I feel as though Peter's gonna get a proper sequel first
Yeah.
before they kill him off. So he's not gonna die in Miles Morales.
He has to fight Venom first.
I don't know. I'll be interested to see what they do with that. I don't trust devs to tell me that somebody's not gonna die.
I mean, I say they're not gonna die because there's certain story beats that they've already set up that they could not kill Peter off yet.
I was gonna say with Spider-Man, some leaks point is gonna be similar to the other one, but that should be fine. The way that Spider-Man plays.
Apparently, Oz also likes Spider-Man.
Oz is disagreeing with his daddy.
Now, anyone here, aside from myself, feel excited or at least interested in Abe's Odyssey? Oddworld.
No, not me.
The night, was that the night one where he was going down and slashing the person with one slash and then keep walking forward?
No, that's Demon Souls.
Oh, okay. I was
It's
like,
the
that
one with
guy.
the weird little aliens that were walking around.
I didn't see that one.
Oh. So, well, I mean, since you did bring up Demon Souls, what did you have? What did you what was your opinion on that one?
Looked kind of bad. I was like, what game is this?
Nani?
I was like, being a knight was fine, but then as I watched them walk up the steps, it was one slash, walk forward. One slash.
Exactly.
I was like, what is this?
Okay, so here's the thing. When it comes to Demon Souls, there are certain enemies, like, I mean, there's a lot of human, like human enemies.
Uh-huh.
So a lot of, and you are essentially a super powered being. So you, so you can basically kill normal people in like 1 to 2 hits. That much effort. But like, because they weren't showing you more. There's one thing they weren't showing a lot of was more of the supernatural elements you fight. Those take a few more hits.
Mm-hmm.
Because the mobs themselves, because Demon Souls and Dark Souls in general just have a slower combat than say Bloodborne, like your common enemy isn't going to take that many hits to begin with. They just provide obstacles towards your path to the boss, which that's where the shine is.
But the slash looks like
This is a basic slash.
I'm gonna be a little bit extra.
What the word am I hearing?
Yeah.
Sorry.
But yeah, like here's the thing. I feel I was excited for it because one, just graphically the game looked amazing, and that it's not a lie. It's not gonna take another 5 years to see this game come out. But just from a practical standpoint, I feel as though they could have chosen some better things to show off, like more of the abilities of the character rather than, as you said, enemy hit.
Like, I think that's what was truly really unappealing to me. It's just like, okay, enemy hit, walk up the stairs, enemy hit. Then when he picked up the guy and slammed him down, I was like, okay, that's kind of nice, but what else is there to it? I hear no music in the back. I just enemy hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
It's gonna be appealing to people who already know about the game and played the original. So
correct, like yeah, it was good for people that have played it and know what they're getting into. This was not a good video for people that don't know at all what Demon Souls is.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll say it looks good. It definitely, it says PS5 graphics.
And, like, they're really, relying on people such as myself and Kevin to sell it to the people that have never played Demon Souls before.
I'll just borrow it from you.
But
Unless you buy it digitally, then that's the problem.
but okay. Seeing as though I'm the only one that had like a real connection with it.
Yeah, share your thoughts though. Like, how excited are you for this? What were your thoughts about? Because you said you played the previous games, to where it looked completely different. Kiana said something about it too earlier, but she just,
Yeah, like Demon Souls, if I remember correctly, because it's been so long since I played it. Because even when I played Demon Souls, it was a while after it had came out. I believe it came out on PS1. So I mean, you can imagine the graphical enhancement from a PS1 game to a PS5 remake. Not to mention the fact, seeing the reimagining of the villains, the bosses and everything is also great. But aside from me, who has seen and knows, like, oh my goodness, I can't wait to see how they remake this boss fight or how they remake this area.
I'm just laughing my ass off how this man got bodied.
Yeah, Will really did bring up a point of they should have done a better job of showing off something for completely green players.
No, that's what I agree with Will there too. It's just like from this you see him just stabbing and slashing things with one hit. It doesn't really give you. Kiana's back. Okay, so Kiana, what were your thoughts on Demon Souls?
I don't think it's meant to really grab new people though. Like, if you're interested in it, you're interested in it. But this is more for like their fans, the people that like buy every Dark Souls game or start off with Demon Souls, and they're just like, "Oh, I love it." Basically, a remaster.
Yeah, like I absolutely believe that is the case. There's nothing wrong with getting new people.
I was gonna say.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I was gonna ask another question. So finish your thought, and then I'll ask you the new question.
Because I will say one thing I did see is obviously by being a PS1 game, Demon's Souls itself was already a hard game. Because we all know the whole like Dark Souls thing.
Yep.
But on top of it being hard, by it being a PS1 game, it also had the PS1 jank, so it was even harder. So I'm honestly also curious, like exactly how they're going to be able to keep up the intensity and the difficulty with the snappier like controlling. Because I will say like that, because that was part of the difficulty, just because your character controlled like garbage, but that was just the limitations of the hardware then. So that's my final.
Okay. My next question to you was: did it seem like it was just a remaster, or did it seem like it was something new for Demon Souls?
Oh, it was in the same vein as Final Fantasy VII remake.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because I'm seeing now that people are calling it a remake versus something new. So I didn't know if they're playing on nostalgia for people, you know.
Yeah, like it.
Go ahead.
I mean, like I said, the best comparison I can think of is Final Fantasy VII on how, like, if you were to pull up a comparison video, you're like, yeah, that entire area is completely reimagined. Like a whole new layer to it. I would not be surprised if at some point, I would not be surprised if they injected new bosses and if they injected like new bosses and new like mobs to fight in the game for a number of reasons. One because it's a remake and they can do certain things they couldn't do before, as well as two, Dark Souls does dabble in time travel. That's more so spoilers for Dark Souls 3.
What about multiplayer? What do you think? What are your thoughts on that? Adding it to the original?
For Demon Souls?
Yeah.
I feel as though because of how they've done multiplayer with all the other Dark Souls games, they'll be able to do that easy.
Was anyone interested in Hogwarts Legacy?
Oh, I was just scratching my head. What's the other game? But yes, I want to know. Like, gameplay looks nice. I want to know as far as if it's a single player experience, or if it's B, like the Harry Potter MMO thing that was leaked like last year, the year before last,
Mm.
because I 100% feel as though the game will shine a lot more if it's like, say, an MMO. Because I would play the heck out of it.
Oh no, I'm right there with you. I think like if this was an MMO, like again, I feel like this is what people have wanted for so long. Like I said earlier during the live stream, the Harry Potter games we got before, which came out on Wii and other platforms, weren't really that great. They were just taking advantage of the fact you could use a wand using the motion controls.
And if it wasn't that, it was Lego. There's a retelling of the story.
Do not bring that up. I hate Lego branded things. So.
Fine.
Huh?
The Star Wars one is fun.
Yeah, the Star Wars one is actually very great. I don't know why they don't do that same formula for their other ones. Because I've tried playing like the Lego Marvel stuff. No.
I just don't
Oh,
ever
no.
see myself putting down money for that, like for any Lego game. But back to this, I think like this looks really good. Again, if it's an MMO, that's going to be nice, but it seems like it has story elements to it, which may not be MMO.
I mean, MMOs have story.
Yeah, but like you're right. There are some MMOs that do have cutscenes and whatnot too. I just haven't tried many of those.
It's like one in particular that takes advantage of like cutscenes and whatnot is Final Fantasy 14. So I will definitely say that like if it does like its cinematics like that, I do see a lot of hope. Because honestly, if it wasn't due to a previous experience I had with Final Fantasy 14, I would have ended up purchasing it.
I do hope it is multiplayer because it looks really, really good.
Yeah, honestly, I feel as though that's the best way to take advantage of the whole like different school system. Different house systems. And whatnot, as well as it would make it so easy to update it.
The fact that there's character creation, like it looks like you're obviously playing as your own character. You create what your character looks like. I think that kind of alleviates to it the most. That I don't want to say too much, but
Let's say you have character creation in single player games.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, Harry. Yeah, I don't know.
They would be crazy to make a only single player experience.
Well, here's the thing though, just like with DC Universe, they made that so you can play on console and PC. This could be the MMO version of it and just be releasing on PS5 too.
Don't you ever speak the name of that MMO again.
What's your problem with DC Universe?
Because that one does have a monthly subscription, and that one deserves it the least.
The one thing that really confused me about this trailer is that while I'm rewatching it right now, so the stream can see it, I just feel like I'm getting a lot of cutscenes and not actual like gameplay, and that's what makes me like that. I think that's what's making it hard to discern if it's actually multiplayer or not.
There's no gameplay in that trailer.
Exactly.
I thought it was all gameplay.
No.
It
You
all
see,
just looks like cutscenes.
Yeah, it looks like straight up cutscenes, and I think maybe the one where the guy is running and the dragon or whatever is breathing fire, that may be in-game footage, but it doesn't specify whether or not it's in-game or not. So I'm just going to assume that it's not.
Okay, then what about that part of the trailer where like he lifts the guy and slams him to the ground?
Doesn't say it, so I'm not gonna say that it is, because also there's no release date on it, if I'm not mistaken. Was there a release date?
I mean,
I'm gonna go back through it.
I mean, you do bring up, just a fair point of it is concerning that they do not specify that it's in-game footage if it is in fact in-game.
2021 is all it says.
Okay, so I don't think it's in-game footage. I think it's just cutscenes or what they put together for the live stream. But
please, 100%.
yeah. But I mean, it looks fine. I don't necessarily see. It's gonna sound weird, but I think they put a lot of effort into the environment and not enough into the actual characters.
Not enough into the magic.
Not the magic. Just the characters. Like,
I agree with you there.
The characters seem kind of like it seems like they didn't add the shadows and all that other to them. Like they just made it good enough so that you can see, okay, the people look okay, but there still needs to be some like improvement on that. And this is like the first showcasing of the game, so
oh yeah, I'm like this is 100% call it like an alpha build of the game. So,
yeah, so I think it's gonna be fine. I think it's gonna be open world because that's pretty much standard nowadays.
I mean, we love us an open world game.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be open world. I can see it being multiplayer, but I don't really quite know because yeah, it's just like scenes. So it's hard to tell if it's multiplayer, if it's like MMO based, if it's just a story based, if it's single player, whatever. So I mean, I look forward to seeing more from it.
I agree. I definitely look forward to seeing more. I can't make a decision whether or not I'll buy it, only because, again, my Harry Potter fan is clicking, but at the same time, I definitely want to see more. If it's an MMO, then yeah, I might do it. If it's a monthly subscription MMO, then no, fuck that. If it is a single-player game, you gotta really woo me.
I think the single player is still worth potentially getting. I know Lonnie was excited about it too, so...
That's what I'm saying. They just have to woo me with more stuff and actual gameplay footage if it's single player.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't pay $60 for it. In my opinion.
You mean 70?
Oh yeah, you're right.
I mean $69.99.
Oh, you mean that's almost $80? You know that's 6% tax.
You're right. Never mind. $72.35.
But I think it's going to be good, especially if they get like the particle effects down for the magic, and if you can pick like your own house and all that other stuff.
Yo, picture this. If it was an MMO, Daquan went to Slytherin and I went to Gryffindor, I'd be like, you Slytherin trash.
Here's the thing. I feel as though the best way to do it is to not have you choose your own house.
Maybe take the Pottermore quiz.
Huh?
Make it by questions, how you make your character.
Yeah, like do the same thing like how Mystery Dungeon does it for Pokemon.
I mean, there's
like
a quiz on Pottermore that people take now to pick their house, so they'd have to do alteration.
But exactly. So you do the questions, and that'll determine what the hat says your house is. Just to make it more fair, because
yeah, that'd be nice.
Because a majority of people will choose the same house.
Yeah, Gryffindor.
And
Slytherin, because they'll choose both.
Yeah. Like, you don't see many people going hard for Hufflepuff. So
I'll be a Hufflepuff.
So, give him that questionnaire. He's like, you out here claiming you Gryffindor, but you're really Hufflepuff.
You really a Ravenclaw. Rowena Ravenclaw.
So, like I said, if they do it like that, I just need to see more. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah.
Now we're just doing a bunch of guessing and hypothesizing.
Skullboy, no, Hufflepuff is not bad. Team Hufflepuff. Every quiz I've ever taken, I've gotten Hufflepuff.
Thank you for jumping
out here, squat up.
Oh wow. Anyway,
even though I wasn't allowed to read Harry Potter growing up or watch the movies, Hufflepuff all day, every day.
Wow.
So,
let's go to Devil May Cry.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
What do you guys think of that? Okay.
Let me go ahead and pull it up so people can watch it while we talk about it. All right, go ahead. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. What do you guys think of it? Because I didn't play 5, but it looks like it's a continuation or something, or they added
It's a
scenes.
special edition. So
Yeah,
like,
they've added scenes. Like they've added scenes and gameplay mechanics.
Gotcha.
I think there are certain new
they added Virgil.
things. Yes.
I didn't play Devil May Cry. I've never played a Devil May Cry game, so I'm out of this.
Never.
I've only played demos, so
Nope.
I'm out of this too, really.
It looks good though. I will give it that.
Like, I won't say. Like I very much. Like if it's on sale, because I'm not gonna have someone that's never played it buy the full price unless it's like super immaculate. But I will say if it's on sale, definitely check out like the collection.
I heard 5's good.
Because Devil May Cry just as a series is very good, especially like it has that type of high octane action, and just how it sets up its combo system is good.
Oh, they have Virgil.
Yeah, yes. So I will definitely say if you have not checked out Devil May Cry, to check out the DMC collection. If I remember correctly, that has 1 through 3.
Yeah, they added Virgil. Let's go, boy.
Oh, so it has like 1 through 3, and they're like remasters. So it looks better, and you get to experience the story.
So as Skullboy said, they added Virgil as a playable character in here, and not just as V, which is pretty nice. I'll say that. I mean, Virgil with Yamato is just disgusting. Virgil's that full-on anime, like I'm a badass type shit.
100%. That is Virgil's character. He is, you know that one anime trope where the guy cuts the sword, but you don't see the sword move, and everything is just cut into a million pieces.
Exactly.
That's Virgil. He is anime angst personified.
No, but I think it looks pretty great. I think the additions are pretty nice. I still have not finished Devil May Cry 5 myself, and I don't know if I ever will. I probably should.
Good.
I mean, I got it for cheap because it was Black Friday, I think. I think it was one of those $5 or $10 games, and I was just like, okay, grab it. But, I mean, I definitely, think... I don't know. I wouldn't buy the special edition only because I already have the original.
Yeah.
So, but I
Like-
think it's very impressive. A lot more flashy. A lot more what Devil May Cry should be.
That's how I felt about Royal for Persona 5. I was like, I already beat the first one. I'm not gonna put another 100 hours to beat something that's basically the first one with some added stuff. I want to wait for the actual second one to come to the US.
But I will say, unlike the special edition where, they changed like some of the gameplay stuff, Royal did have a legit, like, a lot of like added story stuff.
It did.
That even changed like certain character plot lines. The Devil May Cry special edition is more so like, say,
I think
dang it, what game was it? I think it was Legends of Hyrule.
Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah, it was. I think it was Hyrule Warriors. I'm thinking of where for
They just
edition,
added
but
more
all it did
characters.
was add different characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Switch edition. There we go. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
So all it did was add other characters. So that's kind of what this is.
There's no story change. There's no story alteration. Yeah, I agree
Yeah.
with you. I mean,
Royal is completely just a
it's an
like complete story.
because they added extra story too. They added new character. They added this and that.
Yeah.
Made it. They basically.
But like I still don't got time to put another 100 hours in it.
I get
That's
that. I get that.
understandable. 100%.
I put over 150 hours in that game. Played that mess straight for quite some time. But
Fought us every inch of the way to play that game.
I did not fight you.
Yes, you did.
No, I did not.
You did.
Will,
though.
how many times did we tell this man to play Persona?
I know. Especially when it was $20. for that one sale.
I did not want to pay for it at the time. Okay.
Yeah, I will say that it's good that you got the royal version, though.
Yes,
I will say that.
thanks to the lovely insight of my old roommate who told me, thank you, Objects, if you are still watching, that told me that Persona 5 Royal was going to be the better deal to get instead of getting Persona 5, which was, platinum hits.
Yeah, by that time, yeah.
But I also had another individual telling me to get the game, and I decided to go for it. So,
Okay. But
nonsense.
But Devil May Cry 5, I will not get it. Again, it's going to be like Pokemon DX, where it's just a new character added, and
yeah.
For me, I wouldn't buy it. But if it's like, again, for my situation, if it's a game that you never played before and you want to get it for the first time, obviously special edition might be what's good for you. So.
But all right, in that case, next game, which Jesus, follow
2K21.
Yeah. That shit out of here.
But no.
So we can choose between Resident Evil Village. There's Five Nights at Freddy's. There's Fortnite.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We're
We're not talking about Fortnite, but we are about to talk about.
Well, it says Fortnite using their Unreal Engine 4. I think that's pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm. Do you play Fortnite? I don't play Fortnite.
I don't play Fortnite. I wish
I used to play Fortnite.
But like I said, the only nice thing I'll say about Fortnite is I appreciate how they do their crossovers, and that's about it. But yeah, I want to briefly just not even really talk about Five Nights at Freddy's, but just say the glow up is real. There's another game we could talk about.
What?
Run.
Oh yeah, hold up. Let me find that real quick. I'm so sorry.
I mean,
that's his
there's
title
nothing-
card, honestly.
yeah, exactly. There's nothing to talk about.
I mean,
Talk about the hype.
Yes, the hype.
the team trailer.
Yes, we can talk about the hype, Kiana.
Yes, we can talk about the hype. All I will say is I'm looking forward to it. I am happy when I saw the symbol because all you heard was Daquan say "Nani," and I'm just like, Daquan, what is it now? And then I see it, I'm like, oh!
But I will say, here's the thing. Because of how Santa Monica does things, even though we only got the title card right now, that just means that a few months from now, we'll actually get a trailer.
So you're saying not like Nintendo? Got you.
Correct. It's not going to be goddamn Metroid. But because they were already saying because they were already working on the sequel, before they were already working on the sequel before the other God of War came out.
Yeah.
Because at that point they were just waiting for the release date. But
all I know is 2021.
2021 is gonna be a huge game year.
Yeah.
I mean, this year was a huge gaming year.
That's not-
Got overshadowed by almost every other bad thing this year.
But that's why I'm saying there's no reason to buy a system this year or it's so early. Because all the stuff's going to be coming out by the ending of next year. Most games will be out that most people would want to get.
I mean, yeah. What about just staying
And
ahead?
I know, but the systems are going to decrease in price too.
You think so?
I think about 6 months or 8 months in, getting closer to November, Black Friday deals. They're gonna have their big bundles with selling a few games together. Actually,
Black Friday, definitely. That's just how Friday rolls. But outside of that, I don't see any permanent decrease in price.
I don't see that happening anytime soon.
What'd you say?
Prices for Black Friday?
No.
Huh?
No, it's gonna be the same price, but you'll get more with what you're getting. You're probably getting a few games and controller.
I don't think so.
I mean,
They've done that in the past.
But yeah, what
consoles
was
get
talking about
released
you're talking about next Black Friday, right?
2021.
Next Black Friday.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about this year. I'm like, after.
Oh no, the games are coming out this year. They're around that time.
Yeah, next Black Friday, I could definitely see deals happening, but I don't see a major price change, like possibly for like a year,
Yeah, definitely.
year or
by a
two.
year out.
Honestly, it all still depends also on how this pandemic looks next year.
Yeah, I was gonna say if their profits are like down in the dumps because of it, which I don't think is gonna be the case, because gaming has generally gone up since COVID because more people are at home. So
No.
yeah, I don't see.
Like this year has been the biggest for gaming ever.
Everybody trapped.
So yeah, I feel as though like they'll definitely get their returns, and also because of how they set up the consoles, I feel as though the only thing you'll see, as far as price wise, like they'll adjust prices concerning, say, like for hard drives. I don't see any console price changes. So like maybe a year or two out. Xbox, because Xbox in itself has already came out with their small
price.
version. Yeah.
Let's also
So,
be honest.
Well, they both did already, technically.
No, I mean PlayStation just came out with a digital version. They didn't come out with their PS5 Slim.
I mean, the Xbox is technically the digital version too.
Yeah, no, I'm saying that one is a digital version, and it's the more compact, affordable version.
Yeah.
So,
But generally with the Slim, it's still the same power and everything, just more space, maybe added technology.
yeah.
So that's
I'm
more
saying-
what I mean.
What I'm saying, as far as how it is now, I don't see any of that happening. just because one of how expensive it is to create these consoles already.
Oh yeah.
So you're looking at least 2 years before a noticeable price drop
Yep.
outside of, say, deals.
I mean, we'll see
Like Friday.
bundles coming out next year.
Yeah,
No,
but you're not going to see any price drops for until 2022.
all I know is that in the next few months we're gonna see. Oh, I'm reselling this PlayStation 5 for $1,000.
Oh, it's going to be the price gouging for this PS5 is about to be ridiculous.
Bro, I mean, y'all saw what happened with the fucking Switch when the Switch came out. Like that mess was ridiculous. I just happened to get mine from GameStop at a good time.
Yep. So ultimately, that is where we're going to be for now.
Yeah.
Because a good point just now. Whole for a moment I forgot about their limited production, which that's really awesome.
Oh, for the PlayStation 5.
So that's also going to play a factor in future pricing.
What?
Because they are making a limited production.
Yeah, you can only order one per household, so
Yeah,
if you and your guy were to get it at the same time, technically you guys couldn't.
Who couldn't do what now?
What is everybody's rating for the showcase?
I'll give it a solid B. Maybe A-.
I thought we were doing numbers, but okay.
I mean, we can. To which I'll go with maybe a 9. Because pretty much you saw a lot of what you expected to see, but it didn't do a whole lot of the oh wow, this is such a surprise type deals. Like this, of course, was their last chance to show us the price. So,
They showed us the price.
so one of those situations where the only reason I'm giving it that is because it did not show us anything that we weren't already expecting. But for what we did see, it was nice.
For me, for that same logic, I'll give it a 7 or 7.5.
Is it 7.5?
Yeah.
For me, I'll probably give it an 8 out of 10. Again, some of the games were very interesting, and some were just kind of weren't too appealing to me. I think I would have liked to see maybe more about the PS5 itself, because when I'm hearing PS5 Live Showcase, I'm not thinking more games, but more so about the system itself, or an actual presentation and them telling us what the price is. But overall, I think 8 out of 10. Ham, I mean, Supreme.
Oh.
Huh?
Ooh, he went too far.
You're grading?
Am I rating for it?
Yeah.
For the showcase.
I mean, I give it an 8 or 8.5. I mean, like, I think it just did what was expected. They revealed the price range. They showed some new games that they haven't shown in previous ones. I mean, of course I want to see like the actual interface and everything, but that's probably not going to happen.
Oh yeah, we still haven't seen the interface.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was expecting from this.
We
That's
haven't
why I
seen
didn't
the
give it.
interface.
That's why I wouldn't give it a 9.
Yeah,
Like,
now it's a solid 8.
Like, at the end of the day, nobody really knows when you turn on the system what it looks like.
Where's the button to turn it on?
That, or also with Xbox, like, we still don't know what their interface looks like. Like,
I feel like they showed that one though. They showed Xbox as like one of their game things.
I
If
don't
I'm
know
not mistaken.
it.
I don't think they did.
No, I don't think any of them have actually gone into, besides like actual specs, like actually turning on the console or anything like that, which they're probably not even going to do until like probably mid-October or end of October. Yeah, but I would just like to see that. I think they did what they needed to do, and it was a good showcase. Like,
Yeah, like you already know that we're gonna get the the final PS5 showcase and the final Xbox Series X showcase.
So we're getting those in October.
Of course.
I mean, yeah, you're just generating hype right now, which is what they've been doing and what they're doing well.
Personally, I can't even get that hype about it though because of this pandemic that's going on a little bit. Like, is this really the time to be hype about going and get a new console or a new console coming out? I mean, yes, we need all the hope and positivity we can get.
I mean, like, you were hype about God of War.
Oh.
So, like, it's just generating what's to come and whatnot. We all know that when consoles first come out, the first year is never that great. In terms of game, in terms of hardware and all this other stuff. You might, like, get a, oh, wow, that looks, like, super dope or whatnot. But generally speaking, you play a console for the games.
You're right.
I never ended up having like the my launch
PS5.
Yeah, like my launch. The only console I've had a bad launch experience for was PS4 to a degree, and that's because of the lack of games. But aside from that, every other console I've had a wonderful launch experience with. Which I mean, you could possibly chalk it up to supreme luck.
I mean, yeah, it happens, but it will get better next year and all that, which is why I'm waiting. I'll let the reviewers, the technology viewers, and the like up there streamers who can get consoles whenever they want to basically handle the first like year of its release, and then I'll hop on. But
oh yeah, no, like we're definitely gonna submit a like I said, because hopefully I'm able to get my hands on one. Definitely going to be submitting a console review, at least the PS5.
I thank you all for joining us tonight, and I thank you all for chatting with us, or tonight, today, whatever you want to call it. It's not nighttime yet, but still. I want to go ahead and thank my friends here, all part of the Silent Saviors TV group, for joining us. Make sure to go ahead and check out their our YouTube channel. You can see we have a bunch of Captain Tsubasa videos up there. We got some music up here as well, so go ahead and give that a check. Go ahead and comment and subscribe to that as well.
Do we
Guys, you have
expect to
anything?
see some Among Us stuff soon?
Yes, I also uploaded a new Among Us video on my YouTube channel, so don't forget to go ahead and check that out from you guys at KingBlackFang. If you guys you have anything to say? Last word to say?
Supreme, you must say as we pray.
Oh my god.
You
Anyway,
have to say it. You have to say it.
he does not have to say it.
She has, so as we pray.
Johnny got to do it.
Why do I have to do it?
Because you're here.
Only one.
I'm the only one. What does that mean?
Yep. Well, once you do it, then we can find out.
Alright, 3, 2, 1.
What do you mean 3, 2, 1? What is happening?
You're not doing
You have to say so as we pray.
I'm trying. Okay, let me do my last remarks before we go into this. We have a Twitter. You can follow us on Twitter. We'll be a little bit more active on it. We just created it not too long ago, so. You just type in Silent Saviors TV, or if you type in our @ which is TV Saviors, that's the only thing that was available. Hit that follow button, and yeah, we really appreciate it. We're also
So as we pray.
wow. I'm not even bothered. How to feel about this? Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to alert you when we have videos coming up. Follow us on YouTube. All Silent Saviors TV.
Hit all the buttons.
So as she said, guys, I have their Twitter pulled up. I have our Twitter pulled up right now as at TV Saviors. You can also follow me on Twitter as well at KingBlackFang. So go ahead and check us out. Go ahead and give us a follow. Same thing for our YouTube channels. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button on those. And we all thank you for being here tonight. So thank you guys for being a part of this.